Hi, I'm Katy Hill, and today I'm going to show you my successful way to teach your child to ride a bike. Now, biking is big in my family. We bike to school when it's nice. I'm a bit of a fair weather biker. We bike a lot on holiday. Even before the children could ride themselves, they were strapped to the back of my bike, and I think that all kind of helps actually, because it kind of instills a passion for biking in them. I don't know about you, but my childhood memories of learning to ride, not so good. Lots of TCP, lots of grazes, knees, elbows, chins. But you know what? It doesn't have to be like that at all. So today I'm going to be helped by Kaya, because this is exactly how we taught her to ride her bike, and she never came off once. Amazing. So let's get started. Step 1, ditch the stabilizers. Kaya never had stabilizers, and I know it's how you and I learned, but honestly, I think these days they just teach your kids bad habits, which make it harder and more painful when you take the things off and they're on 2 wheels. The main problem I have with stabilizers are they stop your kids' natural reflex to stop themselves from falling over. So the problem is you take the stabilizers off, they're not balanced at all, they go over, don't put their foot down, and they're on the floor. My other issue with stabilizers is that they teach your child into thinking they can make these impossible turns, really, really tight turns, and then you take the stabilizers off, your child tries to make that turn, and of course it doesn't work, and they end up on the floor covered in bruises. Step 2, get a balance bike or make your own. A balance bike is a bike with no pedals, but if you've already got a normal bike, don't go spending your money. All you've got to do is take the pedals off. All you need is an adjustable wrench. Just remember to loosen the pedal on the right side of the bike. You're going to go anti-clockwise with your wrench, but on the left side, crucially, you have to go clockwise. It's a little bit weird, but trust me, it works. Make sure when your child's riding the bike, they can have their feet flat on the floor. This is really important because they need to feel A, in control, and B, safe. Start with your child walking around with the balance bike between their legs, and you'll notice they'll start to pick up speed. And after a couple of weeks, you'll notice they'll do this kind of thing where they run and then pick up both feet and glide. Once they get to that moment, you're ready for the next step. Step 3, slope start. Once your kid has started gliding along on their balance bike, move to a gentle slope, because it's here they're going to learn how to stop, turn and pedal. Starting at a comfortable point on the slope, have your child sit on the bike with you holding the saddle with their feet flat on the ground. And then you're going to get them to count themselves down and lift off their feet. It's really crucial that they do the counting. 3, 2, 1, feet up, because then they are in control.
3, 2, 1.
Remind your child that once the bike stops rolling, they need to plant their feet back on the ground. Think of something to say to them. So for Kaya, I used to shout, "Strong feet!" And once they've done the slope a few times and they and you are feeling a bit more confident, it's time for the next step. Step 4, braking. Surprisingly, this is actually one of the lessons a lot of parents forget to teach their kids, and obviously it's one of the most important ones. Now start with the little hill starts again, but this time you're going to have your child stop at a marker that you've placed at a certain point down the hill. So with Kaya, I used a hula hoop, and I think having a target keeps them focused and turns it into a fun little game. So you get them to glide down the hill and stop at the hula hoop, then you move it, get them to do it again, and keep doing that until they're brilliant at stopping. Once they've completely mastered the stopping thing, it's time for the next step. Step 5, turning. With braking mastered, it's time to work on turning. Now you're going to use the slope starts again. This time put an object for them to turn at and the hula hoop. So you're going to put an object partway down the hill, and then to the right of it put the hula hoop. Keep practicing those right hand turns with the slope start. Once they've mastered that, change it so that they're turning left, and once they've got the whole thing sussed, it's time for the next step. Step 6, pedals. It's now time to add the pedals. You are so nearly there. Okay, so get the pedals on the bike, and you're going to do a few slope starts with their feet just resting on the pedals first off, just to get used to the feeling of it. And then you're ready for the actual thing. So what you're going to do is put your hula hoop at the bottom of the hill, further away than they've ever been, all right? So what they're going to have to do is pedal to reach it. Do a slope start with their feet on the pedals, and when they feel the need to pedal, they need to go for it and get to that hoop.
Yay, Kaya!
Do that a few times, and then you're ready for the final step. Step 7, putting it all together. So now that your child has mastered balance, braking, turning and pedaling, it's time to put it all together. Now what you're going to do is keep moving that hula hoop and have them ride for it and stop at it. Now what the hula hoop does, it gives them something to focus on, but above all, it gives them an amazing sense of achievement when they reach it, and it totally boosts their confidence. And that is it. By now you should have a biking master. Oh, and just one final thing. Try and stay patient. This is more of a lesson for us parents because it can be quite frustrating, take it from me. But honestly, they will get there eventually. And if your child isn't getting it, just keep it fun. The minute it stops being fun, they're going to want to give up. So keep it light, keep it fluffy, and your child will learn to ride a bike. Enjoy it. Good luck. Oh, and don't forget the helmet. See you next time. But honestly, hands down, my biggest challenge to date, raising my 2 children.
Don't always have the same friend round, and let your child choose which friend they want to come round.